Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in to Wingate Solutions. I hope you're doing well. I'm out in the woods making a little bit of content for you guys. I got some free time today. So today we're going to be working on some just handgun maintenance drills. All right, let's get into it. All right, so this is number 2 video for me today, filming for you guys. So I just got done with my carbine video. Hopefully I get that edited and throw that up for you guys. I don't know what order I'm going to put these things out, but I figure I get some content out for you guys. I'm out in the woods. Like I said in previous videos, I want to start getting more content for you guys as I have time. I'm working right now a lot, so I don't have as much free time to put into this. So it is what it is. As I have the time, I'm gonna try to get you guys some content. Hopefully get a few things filmed, maybe like on the same weekend, so I can get a few videos in the queue for the next few weeks. And then if I can stay on top of that and still try to get stuff done when I have free time, hopefully I'll stay ahead of it, as opposed to forgetting about it or not prioritize it for you guys. So I'm trying. I'll get some stuff out for you. If there's specific things you want to see from me, let me know. I want to do an update, belt video, plate carrier video, some of that stuff, some little more gear related stuff, just because I've been wearing this stuff a long time. So I got some tips and tricks for you guys. I've done videos like that in the past when I first started, but I had like horrible audio, and just not that I'm good with audio or video editing now, but some of it was a little bit worse back then. So I'm a little bit more polished in a way than I was. So I'll bring some of those videos back and re-film them, make them hopefully a little bit better. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. But for today, I'm just doing some handgun maintenance. That last little session I did just a few minutes ago was just carbine off the cuff. I'm doing the same thing now with handgun. So I'm just shooting my Glock 47 with a dot on it out of a Safariland holster. And I'm just going to start by getting some simple reps. Like we kind of talk about with rifle, manipulations of the handgun is something that a lot of guys lack on. Specifically, if you don't do this for a job and if you don't shoot competitively or anything like that, guys that don't shoot competitively and don't shoot professionally typically don't have the manipulations down that they should. Especially if you carry as a concerned citizen or a prepared citizen, someone that wants to protect the people around you, actually establishing a proper draw stroke and manipulations of the firearm just in general, whether it's reloads or malfunction clearing, any of that stuff, it's important to do. So kind of take yourself to the next level, stop putting as much time in buying, your 8th handgun, and start putting the time in with the 1 or 2 you have. That's kind of my suggestion for you guys. It's fun buying guns, but you guys should be putting time into training so you can better protect and serve people around you. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox. I'm going to start with a build drill. Like I said in my last video, I don't have a timer on me right now. I just want to have a fun training session where I'm not putting myself on any kind of standard. I just want to shoot. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm holding myself to a zone of an IPSC target. I'll show you guys hits when we're done. But I'm holding myself to that A zone for accountability. And I'm just shooting at a speed that I can make those hits. It's like real world, right? I'm not trying to stay on some kind of tempo or with some kind of stimulus. It's just me shooting this target as efficiently and as fast as I can make hits and feel confident in those hits. So that's what I'm doing today. No timer, nothing like that. The stimulus is just going to be me drawing when I feel like it. And I'm going to shoot those 6 rounds for this build drill. Maybe I'll do 1 or 2 of those and we'll move on to something else. But anyway, let's do it. And I'm cold as far as pistol work goes, so I haven't done anything. I haven't shot much recently in general, so we'll see where I'm at. Okay, cool. They are all in there. I'm only like 6-7 yards, so it's really not that big of a deal, but felt decent. I think it just spooked some kind of bird. Almost sounded like a turkey, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know if the mic will pick that up or not. I don't know if you guys hear my ducks quacking in the background too. They get kind of angry with me when I start shooting up here. It is what it is. All right. Anyway, that was 6 rounds. Again, I have no timer on me, so that's not the point of it. Let's do 6 more. Okay. So you guys can probably hear there was quite a delay in my draw to my first shot. And And that was actually me just having kind of a jacked up presentation. At this distance, I should be able to start shooting before I have a refined sight picture. So that's a little bit of a training thing for me. I was waiting too long to confirm my dot and get a better sight picture that I needed. And it was kind of presentation. My dot wasn't exactly in my window where I wanted it. So I think there was a little bit of hesitation there. So my first shot was still A zone, just drifted towards the left edge. Still an acceptable hit. I just took way more time than I needed, and it probably seemed like a lot more time in my head than maybe it will in the video. But if you guys know what you're doing, you probably noticed the hesitation I had. So let's move on, because that was 12 rounds. So I want to keep this kind of going pretty efficiently. Actually, you know what? I'm going to shoot this next one until I run dry, because I'm going to work on some manipulation, some reloads. So I'm going to shoot this one until I run dry and then move on. I'll reload and then stop right there. So it's going to be rest of these rounds, slide lock, reload, and then that'll end that drill. All right, cool. So one thing I want to work on today, and I just moved to this a couple months ago realistically, but I have years on stock Glock controls. But I moved to a CAGWorks slide release. You guys can see it's ambi like this, and I really like it. The only reason I moved to this was because I have big hands. As you guys can see, I take up most of the frame on a full-size gun, and my support hand, I don't know if you guys will be able to see this, my support hand covers up the stock slide release little nub. And that's kind of a problem I've had for a long time, of having the slide not locked to the rear for reloads, because I have big hands. Now, that can be a lot of different things. If you have that problem, most of the time it's because of our strong side, our shooting hand thumb is resting on that release, and then guys are holding it down as they're shooting and it's not locking back. So it could be a grip issue for you. For me, I like my grip. It's actually my support hand grip. I got big hands. I have a pretty aggressive grip on the gun, and I like my grip enough to not want to change it. So something I've dealt with for a long time, of just having inconsistent lock back on reloads. So I switched to this CAGWorks slide release, slide stop. And I like it so far. It's weird. I need to definitely make sure now, for me, that my strong side thumb is actively away from the gun and on my other hand. Hopefully you can kind of see that. Because if I keep it kind of locked up like that, I actually am touching the slide release inadvertently, so which would actually create that other problem that some of you guys might have. So I just need to make sure when I'm doing this, I'm away from that slide release. But I do like it so far. I'm hesitant to change internals on guns, especially Glocks. They just run out of the box. I'm not someone that likes to swap out anything on them. I throw a dot and a light on them, and then I go to work with them. So I am hesitant to run an aftermarket part, but so far it's been doing really well for me. And it's not like it's a trigger. It's not something that's really changing the internals of the gun. It's just, lets the slide go forward and locks to the rear on empty mags. So I like it so far. Just something I figured I'd let you guys know. So what I'm going to do now is I am actually going to pick up this empty mag, and I'm going to do a tac mag exchange. So we've done this before in videos, and just give you guys a quick reference. I take the mag like this, I index it. It's just like I would when I do a reload, except I sweep this finger over, create almost like a claw grip or a pinch grip. That allows me to take the mag out of the gun, put the new mag in the gun, and then I can index this mag wherever I feel like it. For right now, I'm just putting it back in my pouch because I'm reloading from it. So I have one round of the gun, empty mag, just setting myself up for the drill. I want to work on those emergency reloads with the slide lock into the rear, making sure I'm not getting in the way. Just getting some more reps on this because I don't have enough that I feel comfortable on it yet, even though I've had it for a few months. I've just been on stock Glocks forever. But anyway, no timer, just doing it for fun. One round, center mass, reload, and I'll do like 2 follow-up shots for now. All right, let's do it. Ooh. And screwed the whole drill up, right? I only shot one then, so I didn't even listen to myself. it is what it is. So you guys can see a little bit of a hiccup on that reload. So I'm going to polish that up for the next one. That's why we're training, right? So same thing, tack mag exchange. Again, that's a conscious thing I'm doing. Like I explained in my last one, I'm consciously ending the drill, picking up that empty mag, resetting myself up administratively for the next rep. I'm just happen to get some manipulations out of it in the process, so it's good for you to train that way. As long as you're still doing like training consistently enough that you're running like the gun and not doing only 1 round reload type drills. But anyway, stuff for another day. I'm set up again now. Put that away. 1 round. I'm going to try to do 2 this time just to stay on track. I definitely feel like I have not done reloads with my handgun for a while because that was sloppy as well. That's okay. Set myself up. Restaged. Holstered up. Cool. All right. Yeah. I got to work on that a little bit. So this is good time to work on this. So kind of show you guys the process a little bit of getting sloppy and not working on something for a while. It definitely shows that you need to kind of dry fire, work on these reps as often as possible so it's not like diminishing, so you don't lose your skill a little bit. So let's do it. Same thing. All right, so that one felt good. There's some progress. And reset up. Same thing. Cool. Now I'm starting to get a little more polished. Obviously, if I wanted to get the most out of my reps, I could do a ton of these reps dry. And I think that's the way to go for you guys. Dry fire is key. If you don't have $1 million to spend on ammo or time to get out to the range, do dry fire. Especially with those manipulations, the only downside is you're not going to actually have the gun locked to the rear under recoil, so you're not going to feel that. You're going to have to just set the gun up for you to do the rep, but actually getting the gun into your workspace, dropping that mag, grabbing a new mag, and inserting it and let the slide go forward, you can do all that under dry fire. Just do it enough so you're not getting sloppy, kind of like I am right now. Anyway, let's do it. Same thing. Oop. All right, cool. One more for good measure. So that was cool. That was a surprise reload, so that's good. You want those to come into your training. You definitely want to get to the point where you're feeling good and you add in all surprise reloads where you don't know when they're coming, specifically random round count mags. That's a good thing to do. It's also good just to work on reloads that you know are coming for the skill set of the manipulation, right? And then do reloads where you don't know when they're coming. And then eventually you do more scenario type running guns where you have full mags, and then you get a little more confident in having those reloads come, at the end of a full magazine. So it's a little more realistic. Some guys think it's weird to train with lesser round counts in your mags. I don't. I think it's a good thing to do because we're not all made of money. We don't have hours and hours on end to do the training to get to the end of a mag, 17 or 19 rounds just for one reload. So it's important to download your mags so that you're getting more reps out of it. Anyway, I know I've said that a bunch. There's new people watching the channel, so I want to kind of focus on that stuff. Let's check out the target real quick. Talk about that for a second, and I'll keep going. All right. So, all good. I still have my rifle hits on here because I just used this target for rifle drills. That guy right there. So that was the last rep I did. It was, hopefully you can kind of see, it was the last rep I did. My presentation was jacked up out of the holster. That's where my dot was. I pressed through the wall instead of confirming my dot or fixing the dot on the cardboard. That was where the shot was, and I broke it there, is what it is. It's for the drill. I was trying to get all A zone. Real world, I'm okay with getting the occasional C zone. Not a big deal. But that is what it is. That was just me not holding myself as accountable as I wanted to. So cool. let's move on. We got a couple more rounds and we'll call this one done. Oh, it's getting a little cold out here now. Yeah, it looks pretty good. All right, hopefully that angle's somewhat decent. So I have, let's see, I got a full mag almost. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a few more like that because I want to get some more reloads in just to really get myself feeling pretty good running this setup. But I'm going to do one round into the cardboard, kind of like I did when I did the rifle drills. I'm going to do one round into the cardboard target, go to lock back, take a few steps to the left while doing that reload. So now I'm adding a little bit of footwork into it. And then I'm going to shoot one round, or we'll do 2 rounds into the C-zone steel that's 25 yards away. So not that bad of a shot, but it's kind of fun to hit the steel. So 1 here, move, 2 on steel. That's what I'm going to go for. And yep, I'm set up for it, hopefully. Nice. That works. Pick this guy up. I'll do that tack mag exchange again. Index the mag just like I would have a reload pouch. Sweep that finger over. Now it allows me to pinch the mag out of the gun. So just like that. And then I can push, make sure it clicks in. If I needed to, I can always tug, make sure it seats. It's an empty mag, so it's going to go in. But just so you guys know, if you ever put a full mag in a gun, it is possible for it to not seat all the way. And you see guys go to shoot and the mag falls out. It's kind of funny, but in real life, it's not. So it might be something to confirm when you have the time. If you're going to do some kind of tactical mag exchange, it doesn't hurt because you're doing it with a lull in the action. Distance, time, cover, that sort of thing is in your advantage, hopefully. That's why you're topping the gun off. It doesn't hurt to do a little tug, make sure it actually seats. So anyway, let's do the same thing. That was kind of fun. Oop. Cool. Again, a little fumble on that one. That's okay. Get myself set up again. Yeah, now I know what I got to work on dry fire wise. I've been doing a lot more rifle lately than anything. I got to do some pistol reloads just so I can kind of feel more confident. Cool. Hitting stuff with the pistol, I'm not having any problem with that. Just doing these manipulations. Kind of like I said, it's the one thing that we don't work on enough. Most people don't. Cool. And let's see what I have left. Well, I got a couple in there, so I can get at least one more rep of this. That one felt really good. I'm happy with that one. All right. Oop. I think I got 1 round left. That's if it locked to the rear, which I'm not even going to do a press check. I'm just going to shoot it. Let's see. Nice. Cool. So I would say, all in all, success on running the CAGWorks slide release. I like that. I didn't have any issues with it not locking back. So that locked back every time. I didn't have a problem with releasing a slide with it, even though it is in a new spot for me. You know, all things considered, like I said, I don't have a lot of time on it. It feels good to let this slide go forward with this extended control. My big thing here is actually just getting the mag to go in the gun. That's my problem today. So that's something I'm going to start working on a little more of. But kind of, we take these things for granted and you stop doing it for a little while or don't prioritize doing it. And just shows you can get a little bit sloppy. So it's good to stay honest, stay humble, put the work in, and try to stay polished on those manipulations. So cool. All right, guys. that's about it. I appreciate you guys coming along for this video. If you want to support the channel, think about going over our website, wingatesolutionsllc.com. Make handmade rifle slings, sling retention straps, make holster leg straps. Got other cool things coming down the pipeline. Really appreciate you guys checking us out over there. And have an Instagram at Wingate Solutions. Check us out over there if you want. If you have an Instagram, we're kind of shadow banned over there, so it's nice to get a little bit of a following from you guys seeing this content and then going over there. So that'd be awesome. And you know, do all those other cool things, like, subscribe, comment down below. I appreciate your feedback. Share with your buddies, all that good stuff. I appreciate you guys. Until next time, get out and train.